Well, hey there folks, Skip here, Skip-O-Matic's Model Mania, and of course Earl's with us today because Earl's really excited because today we're going to start the 60, Earl, let go of that. You can tell he's really excited. I mean, look at him, he can barely sit still. So anyway, today we're going to start building the 63 Nova station wagon. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to try and put some different tires and wheels on it. Well, I'm going to try this set first. This is the ones I want to do. They're chrome reverse, a little bit bigger tire. The ones that are in the kit just look a little bit anemic to me. So that's going to be one of the things we're going to do. And because it's a curbside, I'm going to put an engine in it. And this is going to be my first choice. Is this Revell Dream Car gas turbine engine. So I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work yet. I've kind of looked at it. I'm not sure how it's going to fit down in there yet. It looks pretty plausible, but we'll find out. I won't know till I get a little further along with the kit as far as starting to do the chassis and stuff and how this is going to fit in there. If this doesn't work out, I do have a small block Chevy. This is a 283. I think it has a 2.4 barrel intake for it. It does have a 4-speed transmission that goes with this. This isn't really in the interior. There's no clutch pedal or nothing. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I could make it a 4-speed, but we're going to make it an automatic if I do this. And to do that, I have a mold here that I made. Let me get this off there. There's two engine transmission things in here. If I can get this off of there. Let's see. There we go. But yeah, I got this silicone mold. So if I have to, I'll cast this. At least the Chevy one. There's a Chevy engine here, engine block with a turbo 350. There's also a Buick nailhead with a turbo 400. But if I have to, I'll cast these, or at least the Chevy one, and then I'll cut the transmission off and use that to go behind this engine. So yeah, that's what's in that mold. The 66 Buick nailhead with a TH400 from AMT and a 78 Corvette 350 with turbo 350 from MPC. So this will be copies of that. So we'll have that covered. Technically, this car would have came with a Power Glide in it, but that just doesn't want to go on there right now. So that's where we're at. We're going to get started on this. So when we come back, or whenever we do another update or follow through with this, I'm not sure if this is going to be several videos with updates or if I can get this all in one video. We'll see if I can shut my trap enough to make the video short. So that's where we're at. The 63 Nova with a gas turbine engine in it. And I believe it's going to be a UFO search vehicle. So that's the plan. Let's see if I make it happen. So let's get started. Alright, so I put this Dream Car turbine engine together, and it's definitely not going in this car, not without huge modifications. As you can see, it's quite large, and there's still a few pieces that have to go on it yet. Still got all these little bits and bobs that got to go on it. So I mean, when those all get on it, it's even bigger. So I don't see that going in there, not for what I want to do with this. So this, my first idea, is going to get scrapped now. Oh, and by the way, I even tried to look up pictures of this assembled, and it's I mean, once you start getting it going together, it's a bit impressive, but you have to figure out how it goes together. It's kind of a mystery build. Apparently it doesn't represent anything, so it's just kind of a conjuring of whoever designed this little kit. Yeah, must have been one of those 3 o'clock in the morning things. They woke up and sat on the toilet and thought it up. So anyway, we're not doing that. I mean, that's the instructions for it. And let me tell you, these parts and these parts are about the only thing that you can really figure out where they go. Everything else, there's no locator pins, there's no definite flat spot for them to glue onto. You're just basically going off that exploded drawing and hoping you get it in the right position. But apparently it's a fictitious engine, so however it turns out, it doesn't matter. But it's kind of cool. I'm going to finish building it. I'm going to paint it up. Probably build a little stand for it. And if I use it in something else someday, great. If not, it'll just be on a little engine stand. It can go in a shop diorama or something like that. So that's where we're at on the turbine engine. So let me get that out of the way. And so what I'm decided I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 427 Chevy in it. That's a lot of motor for a Nova 2. I'm taking this engine, is coming out of this old kit. If I can get that in there, maybe. Let me kind of, there we go. There we go. We'll zoom out a little for a minute. It's a 1990 issue of this 63 Corvette convertible. This kit comes with 2 engine options. It's got the big block and a small block. Yeah, 63 never had a big block from the factory, but they give you a big block race engine to go with it. Well, there's 2 ways to build the big block. One is kind of an all-out race with some Webers, and the other is a tri-power 427. So I took the 427 out of this kit to put in the Nova. I'm not sure what the idea of the build is yet, other than just a big engine. So there's that. Put this off to the side. Get that out of the way. My room's getting too small. Let me kind of zoom back in here a little. So here we have, sorry for all that, hope nobody gets nauseous. So this is going to go in here. Let me kind of get it in there. I'm going to have to do a couple modifications, but not too bad. The spots that I have marked out with the black marker are here and behind there, and I'm going to have to adjust that right there. I got marked to clean that out so the alternator will clear, but it'll fit down in there. But yeah, as you can see here, helps if I stay in the camera. I got that and that. I'm gonna have to do some modificating there, and probably like they did in the first mid-year Corvettes in '65 when they started putting big blocks in, they had to modify the front cross member a little bit. They actually redid it and bent it they modified it and caved it down in more. They just had to resize it for the lower pulley to clear. So I might have to do something like that on this. We'll see. Once I get this done and get it to where it sits right, I may not have to do that, but we'll see. So that's where I'm at on the engine. The other thing with it is I may have to modify the hood, because with the two barrels, and once you get the air cleaner on it, the carburetors just touch the hood now, and with the air cleaner on it, the hood's not going to want to close down flat. So I have this hood. I'm going to make a copy of it, because this hood's kind of hard to get for your mid-year Corvettes, your C2 Corvettes. This is the 66 big block hood for the 66 Corvette. It's a nice bulge in it, and a lot of it was to clear the air cleaners and stuff. So I'm going to make a copy of this, then probably cut this hump out and modify this hood with it. So maybe I get something like that for a hood. And I don't know if I'll use the hood I modify. I may make another mold, a second mold off the modified hood, and that way I don't have any seams or anything where I've molded the two together to worry about coming back through in the paint later. It'll be all cast in one piece, and then on top of that I'll have a custom Nova hood, a mold for one. So if that works out, hopefully this will all work. The whole premise of this build is either A, it's just a Nova that's been modified a few years later, or with a little bit of history with Chevrolet Racing and Zora Arkus Duntov, and a mystery big block that was in 1963 that was like 1 year only. It was designed for NASCAR. GM was getting, basically made a statement that they weren't going to be supporting racing anymore, and Duntov was known for his little shenanigans, and because of who he was, he could get away with quite a few things, and he would hide projects within General Motors, and every once in a while he'd get caught, but he always managed to never be fired or let go, because he was just that good. They didn't want anybody else to get him, and they put up with his shenanigans. So this may be some secret project of his that maybe he was developing this engine, and they were using it for maybe to take to the test track when they were doing the testings and everything, and so they used the Nova as their car to take equipment and things to the track for when they're testing other stuff, and gave them a chance to test out this engine. So I don't know, maybe something like that. We'll see. That's kind of a complicated story to get into. But anyway, 427 tri-power in a 63 Nova station wagon. That's where we're going now with the engine. So that's going to be it for this I guess this is going to be a part one, and I'll get some more work done, get these things modified, and when I've probably once I get these things straightened out, I'll do another update video on this build. So for now, we're just going to have to get to work. Yeah, I got these. Maybe I can build a radiator. Yeah, radiator. I found me a battery. These might be my exhaust manifold headers. These are like cast iron headers. So we'll see how this works out. But yeah, for now, yep, this is not happening. In fact, I was messing around. I got these Master Box figures. So I was playing around. I put these guys together. I'm gonna play around painting these. So that's what I think of the turbine right now. So pee on it. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully we'll see you when I have an update on this thing, and we'll see where this abomination goes. So thanks for watching. As always, if you haven't subscribed yet, you want to be able to see more of this insanity, make sure you subscribe. Like and share if you can, if you want. And I really appreciate all my subscribers that I have, and any new ones that come along. So until the next time, catch you later.